Sales copywriting for complete beginners. Is that you? Why do so many businesses suck at copywriting and marketing even though they spend thousands of dollars on courses and spend years trying to get it right? In this video, I'm going to explain why and what are the essential 5 sales copywriting success secrets that you need to have firmly in place before you even think about creating your copywriting content. Welcome to my channel. I'm Luke Fatoris. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here or want street smart practical tips to fix your business each week, then hit the subscribe button and notification bell now. Tip number 1. Who are your real customers? Before you begin to attempt any copywriting or marketing pieces, you have to be able to answer this question. This is foundational on which you build your marketing and copywriting strategies. Not everyone is your customers. You can't sell meat to a vegetarian, no matter how fancy your sales pitch or your copywriting is. So learning to be the best copywriter in the world will not help you unless you know who your real customers are. They are customers who will buy from you the quickest and easiest. Once you know this, then you craft your copywriting skills around these people. Tip number 2. What is your X factor? Copywriting and marketing is all about telling people why they should buy from you and not your competition. So before you begin to copywrite, you need to know what is your X factor. What is your competitive edge? Once you know this, you then craft your copywriting skills around your X factor. Tip number 3. What products or services do your customers really want to buy? So you have this great idea. Roller skates for penguins or remote controlled coffee cups, and you think the world will love them and will just buy them from you. And you do the world's best copywriting and then nothing happens. What's wrong? Your copywriting is a perfect 10 out of 10. So what's the problem? Customers do not want to buy your stuff. So they will go shopping elsewhere to competition who has a 25% as effective copywriting skill as you, but they have a product people really want. So find out what products your customers want to buy from you, not what you want to sell them. Once you know this, you then craft your copywriting skills around these products and you will see your sales ramp up. These first 3 tips are essential foundational pieces you must have in your business before you begin to copywrite. And so the next question is, well, how do you find these answers out? Tip number 4, research. Getting in the minds of your customers. The biggest mistake I see over and over is businesses thinking on behalf of their customers. They assume or guess what their customers are thinking. They guess, and most times they get it wrong and send their customers running off to competition. Success in copywriting and marketing means 100% accuracy to what your customers really want. 0% of what you want. Customers don't care what you want. They spend their money where they want. So how do you find this accuracy? The answer is research. Here are some ways to do research. Number 1, online surveys. I know this seems obvious, but most people that I coach and work with have never done a customer survey. They've been guessing all these years. Now you can put surveys on Google Forms, SurveyMonkey, on Facebook polls, email out to your database. 2, call your top 20 clients and interview them. 3, grab a clipboard and ask customers what they want. So I'll tell you a story about in the street research. In 2004, I started a distribution company selling ink cartridges. Ink cartridges is a highly competitive niche. It's a very lucrative niche. But before I started this business, I had to understand truly what my customers wanted, what their fears, frustrations were, so that I could put my marketing and my sales pitches together, my presentations. And the way I found out that research was by standing in retail stores where all my competition products, my potential competition products coming up were retailed. I asked permission from the retail store owners, could I interview customers? And I spent 2 weeks with a clipboard inside those stores asking retail staff all the problems when dealing with customers buying ink. And I spent a lot of time working with customers, understanding all their frustrations about buying ink cartridges. And the result was I created a business valued at $3.5 million in 3 years, working from a home office just 2 days a week. That didn't happen like a magic show. That happened as a result of the exact principles I'm showing you here today. The research up front was so important to find my X factor and my pinnacle of all my marketing, my copywriting, and of course, my sales pitches. 4, look at competitor reviews on Amazon, on competitor websites, and see what people love, hate, are wishing for all your competition products. This way you're going to get a real understanding of the hot words, the keywords, the real words your customers are using to vent frustration or shouting what they love about. This way you know exactly what words you need to be putting in your copywriting. Tip number 5, what questions do you ask to get inside the mind of your customers? Here are the secrets to copywriting. You want to know, what is your real customer's ideal outcome or shopping experience? This problem of theirs that you are solving, what is the ideal outcome from it? Secondly, what are their biggest frustrations? What makes them angry? In other words, what are competition doing wrong to drive customers crazy so they are now prepared to shop with you? And number 3, you now plug these gaps. You know what the ideal outcome is. You know what's driving them nuts. So what you do is you plug the gap between these two. You bridge this, you create your X factor. That's where you position your business and all your marketing. Make sense? Let's say you are a plumber. These are the kind of questions you would ask your customers. Number 1, what kind of service would you love from your plumber? 2, what things make you angry and frustrated when dealing with plumbers? 3, where do you think I could improve my plumbing services? Now with this information, you can now begin your copywriting and not before. Does this make sense? Bonus tip. How do you become a creative copywriter without much skills? When people think of copywriting and marketing, they think they have to be super creative. Of course that helps. But if you are a beginner to copywriting or you do not think you are naturally talented at this, then try this simple tip. Start collecting every email, blog post, email sequence, sales videos, sales page, heading, hooks, paragraphs, calls to action, and keep them in a swipe file. Study your competition and see who is doing well. Make notes of what they're doing, see their trends, and start to put your uniqueness on this. This is how you can be creative without being creative. This is how you come up with your big idea. There's no sense to start things from absolute scratch. Bonus tip number 2. This is your starting point. Now at this point, you can now start the basics of putting copywriting into place, not before. It is at this point you start using the AIDA formula, which is your structure for your copy, compelling headlines, and all the other tricks. But none of these will work without these foundations in place. So there you go, how to correctly set up your foundations so you can begin to write super accurate and therefore compelling headlines and copy. And if you did find this video helpful, please like it below and leave me a comment of which tip you will be using. This video is part 3 of my 7-week business transformation course, which has helped over 700 very happy business owners. And week 3 of this course is all about creating your online marketing success. And if you like to learn exactly how to set all these foundational tips up and then learn how to effectively copyright for all your marketing material, then check out to begin your free 30-day trial in the link below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next training video.